Hi, I'm Nikki.
I'm Alyssa.
And I'm Jamie.
And this is America's Ass is a Galcast. Hello, ladies. Oh, I missed you. Oh.
Yeah.
I know. I feel like it's been forever.
It has been. It's been
it has.
a long time. Oh, boy. So much has happened. Oh, so much has happened in this last. Okay, so Jamie, how do you feel after your big project?
I'm still tired.
Was it a smashing success?
Smashing success in the fact that it went off without a hitch. Hiccups, yes. Bumps in the road, yes. But
there was a lot of headaches along the way.
Yeah, there was a lot of headaches along the way. But I survived, and honestly,
yay!
I kicked ass.
Nice. And Alyssa, how is it going back at work in the building?
Oh, now I have to wear a mask all day. So that's awesome. So I wonder how long that's going to last. I feel like having us in the office.
Send you guys back home. You're not even going in 5 days a week. Like you're going in like what, once or twice a week?
Yeah, like 2. Because we switched it because, it's Friday and it's the summer anyway on a Friday. So it's pretty quiet.
Yeah.
So we just kind of switched it. So we were switching off Monday, Wednesday, and then Tuesday and Thursday. So
I know, but at that point it's like,
but it's still been kind of quiet.
Able to get everything done while working from home, and now that things seem to be back on the uprise, like fucking send you home and just make sure everyone's safe.
It was more that like other people were coming in, so at least like we got to interact with them and kind of get things done in person, which made sense. But if people aren't going to be coming in anymore, then I think we'll just probably go back to
speaking of the uptick, the Delta. So I live for our AAGC6+. I live in the city of Chicago proper, like amongst everybody. And our lovely ladies, Alyssa and Jamie, live in a not as populated area of the South Side. And we want to keep everybody safe. So we have decided to not record in person just yet, but we will get there.
Yeah, we delayed it.
Yeah, we just delayed it a couple weeks just to see this Delta thing. My kids are young, and
we need
Nuggets
to have it ride out.
Yeah, and plus Nugget's young. We want Nugget to stay healthy. We want my kids to stay healthy. They're not.
Absolutely.
None of our kids are able to get vaccinated, so let's just do our part, and so that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So
as much as we'd love to be together, we're not selfish assholes.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. We're doing a part. A lot going on too, ladies. Oh,
I know, such exciting news. Our girl is a rock star.
I am. Yes, I wouldn't go that far. I would not go that far.
I would.
Yeah, you are. Get out of here.
I would.
Big Mama.
You totally are.
Big Mama gets an idea in her head and there's no stopping her. I decided.
How do you think we got onto this?
Oh, true. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, guys, you want to do a podcast? Let's record tomorrow.
Like, all right,
sure. Let me just order this from Amazon.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Send me the link. Okay.
Yeah. Twist my arm, why don't you?
I decided to go back to school because I'm a college dropout. Yeah, I'm a dropout, right? So, and I have been a stay-at-home mom for the last 8 years, and almost 8 years. In October, I haven't worked a legit day job since October of 2013.
Oh my God, crazy.
I know, right? And
but so, I feel like your stay-at-home mom job is real hard though too.
Yeah. It is. Well, yeah, it is. It is.
But you do other stuff too.
I'm a side hustler.
You got extracurricular.
I got money. I bring in money.
She's a baker. She hosts trivia. She's a Jack. She's a Jill, a Jack. What's the female version of a Jack of all trades? You're a Jill of all trades?
A Jill. I am a Jill of all trades. A master of none. So I'm decided to go back to school. So look what I found out though, ladies. Because I have dedicated my entire adult life from the time I was 19 until October of 2013, I have dedicated my life to serving people with developmental disabilities. So I have well over 20 years of experience. So I decided to go back to school to become a paraprofessional. I don't have the time or the money to go back to school to become a teacher. I can't. And so it will take me years upon years and thousands of dollars that I don't have. So I'll do paraprofessional for now, and maybe we'll work towards special ed teacher. So paraprofessional, you just need an associate's degree. I can bring that out. I can afford that. Okay. I'm looking into it. I don't even need to go to college because I have 20 years experience.
Yay.
I just need to take the test. That's it. I have to just take a test.
Amazing.
Yeah. So that's what in a few weeks I may be actually working. I have to wait because the bureaucracy. I'm so excited too. I'm like, oh boy, I get to buy new clothes. I get to like dress clothes. Oh my God.
Seriously. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
That's so exciting.
Woo, ladies. Guess what? I have Marvel news.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, that was perfect, guys. So Miss Thing is damning the man. Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney Corporation for releasing it out on Disney Plus. Guilty. Oh my God. All of us. We totally watched it.
How do you think we watched it? Yeah.
Yep.
At least definitely this girl right here who had to watch it a couple of times so she could recap it.
Yeah.
Totally worth it.
Well, yeah. But then, like, they're totally fucking her over. Did you read these articles?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Attorneys tried to renegotiate before the release, and they refused to even talk to her attorneys. They totally turned their back on her.
Dick move.
So now she's not the only one. So for those who don't know, Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney because they simultaneously released Black Widow in the theaters as well as on Disney Plus. And nowhere in her contract does it say that she gets any kind of residuals from anything on Disney Plus. They tried to renegotiate before the release, and Disney's people refused to talk to her people. So because in her original contract, her pay was based on theatrical release only. And she's like, this is not in our contract and you are in breach of contract. And they came back, motherfuckers, come back to paint her looking like a callous bitch, which we all know is bullshit. They opened up all their parks in July. So don't tell me that she's being inconsiderate to the pandemic when you motherfuckers are making millions of dollars with your parks open. Okay.
Right.
They're just, they're just pissed because a strong woman is standing up for herself. And that you can take to the bank. That's
Boom.
what it is. Yes.
Mic drop.
And that was your Marvel news.
Yeah.
Woo! All right. So,
oh boy.
Just so everybody knows, we are cutting this into 3 sections because we know this is going to take forever. So,
it's going to be a long one.
It's going to be a long run. You're going to get 3 episodes. You're going to get 2 episodes on Wednesday, back to back on Wednesday, and then another episode
next week.
All right. What do you got for us, Liz?
So, Black Widow recap of the movie. Woo! So I'm just going to start off. So we already know that this movie takes place between the events of Captain America Civil War and Infinity War. And we know that Natasha is on the run after going against the Sokovian Accords that she signed by letting Cap and Bucky get away on the Quinjet to Serbia.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to start off that before this movie, we had a lot of questions that we wanted answered, and hopefully that they would be answered, as in what happened in Budapest. I mean, Budapest.
Yes.
Budapest. What happened in Natasha's life to make
I will
her
say
the way that
this.
she is.
I will say this, that what actually happened in Budapest versus what we were like, what's the word I'm looking for? Fantasizing about what happened in Budapest is like
totally
two different things. Yeah.
And Miss, you find out what happens right away. No, you don't.
Literally, I was like, and when? And now? And
exactly.
Yes.
You said that. You told us that, well, you find out what happens like really early, like right away. And me and Jamie are watching the movie together.
In Budapest. In Budapest, you do.
Yeah,
that's what I was referring to.
You were like, you're going to know right away. And I thought it was going to be like within the first like few scenes.
No.
Right. You totally let us out. You're like, when are we going to find out? I thought you said it was going to happen.
I'm sorry.
Like every time it would kind of like go dark to like a new scene. We're like, this is it. And we're like, no, it's not. No, it's not.
Right. Me and Jamie keep looking at each other like, I thought she said this was going to happen by now.
You know what? I felt like this movie went so incredibly fast. And I don't know if it was because it was such a good movie or because I was just anticipating it for so very long or what. But I felt like it moved fast. And so maybe that's why I text you.
Excited to see something like this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we were so happy that we watched it at home because we got potty breaks.
Yeah.
And snack breaks.
Yeah. I think during the course of the movie, we had potty breaks, popcorn, and cookies.
Yes, we did.
Nice.
So awesome.
I probably had my raspberries. You know how I am with my raspberries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But she probably ate like a whole pint.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
My little fingers. You know, some people have Cheeto fingers. I get red dyed raspberry fingers. I don't know, ladies. I haven't had raspberries in a while. Them fuckers are expensive these days.
No,
tell me about it.
We had buttery popcorn fingers.
Oh, that's good too.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I bought?
Homemade popcorn.
Oh, you know what I bought from the Marianos? I bought the caramel cheese popcorn mix. Oh, so good.
Is it as good as Garrett's?
Oh, it's better than, it's just as comparable. I mean, people are like, who Garrett's? You want to know what? It's overpriced and it tastes just like the Mariano shit. Seriously.
Good to know.
But there's a place on the south side, I want to say 119th and Western or 115th and Western. I'm not sure. Maybe 115th and Western by Beverly Records. There's a place called Let's Get Poppin', and they have that good popcorn, and they have all sorts of different flavors. Whenever I'm on the south side, I totally hit that place up. I hope it's still there. The pandemic. It's across from St. Walter's.
Okay. There's one right. I think there's one. It's the same thing. I think it's right next to Nancy's on 115th and Pulaski, right by me.
Is there?
Nice.
Yeah, man. That cheese popcorn that stains your fingers for days.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
It was good. I've had it before.
Good. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. So the movie starts off in a suburban town in Ohio in 1995. A young Natasha sports a nice tomboy look with Chuck Taylors and blue hair.
Yep. It's outgrown. Did you notice how her hair is outgrown?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's the like 3 inches of red layer of red hair. Cause you know they've been on the run. They've been on the run.
Oh, for sure. As her father comes home from work and her mother's getting dinner ready, her dad says to Nat and her sister that they have to leave on an adventure with only an hour of lead time. So they pack up rifles and guns and anything else that they can and hop in the car. On the way to where they're going, her sister has them play the song American Pie on cassette. So I totally feel like this is some kind of foreshadowing song for sure.
You think? There's a couple bookend moments. I mean, I'm sure by now everybody who's listening to this has seen the movie, so I'm not spoiling shit. But there was when like young Elena tells Natasha that they're both upside down while playing in the yard, you know? And then later on in the movie, she's upside down and she's like, we're upside down when they went to go take down the red room. She's like, I'm upside, we're upside down. And then if you look closely, I caught this and I was like, yep, very true for the time. They're watching DuckTales on TV. I just thought it'd be awesome. The most awesome cartoon.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, so I also have something on American Pie. Okay. So the phrase, the day the music die, is repeated in the song, right? And it refers to the plane crash on February 3rd in 1959 that killed Buddy Holly, Big Bopper, and Richie Valens. Don McLean revealed after American Pie came out that it's really about the demise of the American dream, citing the death of Buddy Holly as a catalyst for the end of optimism and the American life and all that stuff. So as the family, you know, when they drive away from Ohio, you know, you hear the American Pie, and then I'm sure you're going to go into what they see. And that's why it's so fitting. Yeah.
She sees, Nat sees a football game, and what else was there? It was mostly just like the football game, right?
Well, it's football game and American flag and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, the bridge with the flag, and it's definitely, that's the American dream, you know, watching a good old football game, you know, and high school football game.
Poor girls are sad. They're like, I'm so happy here.
Right.
You know?
Like,
I love
that's
Ohio.
The only stability and home that they've had.
Right. Whether it was fake or not.
Exactly. They end up at an airstrip of some sort. And as they begin to take off, their dad moves a trailer by flipping it over. And we obviously realize that he has some sort of super soldier serum in him. That was like the first thing me and Jamie said. We're like, oh, super soldier. Yeah. That wasn't normal.
Well, he plays
the Red Guardian.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we didn't know that yet.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
We do now, but we didn't then.
Exactly. Now we know. SHIELD agents are after them, and somehow her dad is able to hold on to the plane's wing as they're going down the runway and up in the air. Like, he's, you know, shooting at them and like, able to hang on to the plane wing. And this is just a little, you know, 4-passenger little plane.
Right.
And he's like hanging on
for dear life.
The whole time, like it's nothing. And, you know, kicking them through the window and all that crazy stuff. And like it was nothing. Like, all right, I'm just going to hang over here. And, you know, we're not like we're going like
business
100 miles
as
an hour
usual.
or anything. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then her mom gets shot in the arm during this whole exchange. So they land in Cuba, and we find out that they are undercover Russian agents, Alexei and Milena. And obviously, they're not Natasha's real parents. When they are on the tarmac, a man congratulates the Red Guardian on their mission. And Alexei gives him a disc and says that the North Institute is in ashes. Now, Jamie, remind me, was it you or was it Little Big when the guy comes out of the car? Who said, is that Mike Ditka?
I think Little Big said that.
I thought
like
so,
my
I couldn't
Dicka.
remember. Right. He totally did because he had like this tracksuit and mustache and like big, 90s glasses. And we're like, who is this guy?
Totally did look like Dicka.
Right?
The coach.
Exactly. The coach. For all you Chicagoans, that was the coach.
The coach.
No, it wasn't
85
the
Bears. 85
it
Bears.
like him.
It was Dracoff, not the coach. Dracoff.
I have a little thing, a tidbit here in my notes about
more than just the coach.
More than just the coach. I have about the North Institute and Dracoff. So the North Institute, Alexi was working undercover, obviously in Ohio. And in the comics, Natasha and other widows who survived the Red Room were eventually hunted by the North Institute in the US. And then also in the comics, after the North Institute tries to find her, Natasha eventually heads to Russia, where she learns about the mental manipulation that was subjected to, that the Black Widows were subjected to. So that's how they are in the comics. And then Dracoff, what do you have? Do you have anything about Dracoff?
No, I was just going to kind of elaborate on, you were talking about how in the comics it was Black Widow Volume 3, number 1.
Oh, see, I didn't go that far. I'm like, Jamie's got it.
Yeah, she's got the numbers.
I'll just help you out on that one.
And then Dracoff was first mentioned by Loki in the MCU in the first Avengers film, when Loki reminds Natasha that she has red on her ledger, and that's Dracoff's daughter.
See, I always got the impression he was calling her Dracoff's daughter, meaning like as the daughter. I can see that. Yeah. Like just kind of how he said it. Like I didn't get the impression of like her had an issue with his daughter, but like that she was his daughter, with being his daughter would bring so much as her being like an assassin.
Guilty by association.
Right? Exactly. Yeah. Like, of course, you're the daughter of this assassin. You would just be like him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can see that dripping as well. That was my impression of when Loki said that. But obviously we'll find out I was totally wrong. and this makes sense as well.
Right.
So the family gets separated and the girls get drugged, but not before Natasha tries to protect her sister Yelena by pointing a gun at everyone. And we find out how Natasha went back and was trained in the Red Room as a child. So the opening scenes are a montage of Natasha and all the other girls training in the Red Room, getting experiments done on their brains, because you could see some of them have like lines that are getting drawn on their foreheads with markers. Then ballet training, like we had seen in Age of Ultron, and then all of them at the shooting range. Yeah. And it also shows how Dracoff's been involved in all sorts of politics over the years. You could see him with different political leaders and presidents, and you could tell he's been in cahoots the longest. For the longest time.
Can we just address how awesome the music is in this movie?
Yes.
Contrary to popular belief, we all know that I am a music lover. And when I say I'm a music lover, I mean all kinds of music, right? One kind of music I could not get into, never liked, still hate is grunge music. Hate Pearl Jam, hate Nirvana. I think I have big feelings about it, and I won't go over it because I don't want people to at me, right? Anyway, not a fan of the song Smells Like Teen Spirit until this rendition.
Yeah. It was very good.
It was beautiful. It was haunting is what it was. And it was perfect for the opening of this movie. It's way better than the original.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, the angsty teenager like anthem. And I feel like it's ironic to be used in this setting because it's the very things that are being conditioned out of everyone who's been through the Red Room. Like they're not allowed to have that.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for so eloquently saying what I was thinking.
Anytime.
Very good.
Anytime, dear, anytime.
We pick up following the events of Civil War, where Natasha once again evades Secretary Ross and SWAT agents. And then we jump to Morocco with a grown-up Yelena and another widow who are hunting down a package. As Yelena and a woman fight, she stabs her and the woman sprays a vial where red mist hits her in the face. And she kind of seems to wake up from a trance. Yelena knows the woman, and before she dies, she tells her to save the others. Then we see Yelena cut out a tracker from her leg, and Taskmaster protocol is initiated.
Oh no.
And then we see Taskmaster. I'm gonna
Taskmaster.
Taskmaster.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
gonna
hard
have
to
like
say.
a lisp after this. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna be like blah, blah, blah. We see Taskmaster watching Black Panther and Hawkeye fighting at the airport on a big video screen. So somebody's definitely watching what's going on.
So Taskmaster in the comics, his name is Anthony Masters. He was a former S.H.I.E.L.D. agent turned assassin who first appeared in Avenger Comics. Do you have the number, Jamie? No?
The Avengers number 195.
There you go. He's just like the Taskmaster.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to be saying by the end of this episode.
That's going to be the subtitle of this. Taskmaster. Taskmaster in Black Widow. He does the same thing. He can duplicate and copycat everybody's skills.
Yeah, he's always watching, so he can mirror everything that you're doing.
Yeah, there's only two major differences between the Taskmaster in the comics and in the movie. One is his name is Anthony Masters, and the other one we'll find out.
Yes, we will. So then we jump to Natasha in Norway, and she's hiding out in a trailer in the woods, and we're introduced to her friend Mason.
Ooh, Rick Mason.
So if anybody who has watched Handmaid's Tale, it is June's husband Luke who plays Mason.
All right.
And his sporting his normal British accent, not American accent, as in Handmaid's Tale.
Have you guys watched The Handmaid's Tale?
Mm-hmm.
I have not.
I have not either. Have you?
That's why when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, it's Luke," because I had just finished I think it's season 5.
Can I handle it?
I don't think you can handle it. No.
So it's essentially more my speed.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. It's not like scary or anything. Well, kind of, but it's not supposed to be like spooky or anything. It's just in a apocalyptic type.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit that I like.
See, I can't handle apocalyptic shit unless it has zombies. Now, if it has zombies, I'm all over it.
No,
but I can't handle
zombies.
Oh, I can't handle.
It's just a hierarchy, a patriarchal.
Okay.
Is that how you say
I'm going to get mad.
Hierarchy.
I'm going to get mad.
Exactly.
I'm going to feel like protesting after this. No.
Yeah, so don't watch it.
My girlfriend's like, I read the books, don't read them.
Okay, so don't read it, don't watch it.
I like comic books and smut books. That's all I read. Oh, I do read true crime. But that's true crime. It's been solved.
Right. Exactly.
Right? So
yeah, no.
Okay. All right.
No.
Good to know.
We'll stick to your Virgin River and Sex Life and stuff like that. We'll find you more shows like that.
Right. All right. So Rick Mason, the character Rick Mason, in the comics, he works for S.H.I.E.L.D. and he's actually the son of the Tinkerer, Tinkerer, right?
Yeah.
He's actually the son of the Tinkerer, which is a Spider-Man villain in the comic books. So.
Oh, okay.
And his character first appeared in the 1990s Marvel graphic novel number 57.
Ooh. Nice.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So Mason has gotten her supplies such as passports and driver's licenses. One of the IDs is for a Fanny Longbottom. And she goes, really? And he also brings her stuff from a Budapest safe house. And she goes, it's Budapest. And he said, no, Budapest. No, Budapest. So it's
okay.
Budapest.
Smarty pants, whatever.
Exactly. So, I mean, Natasha gets what, like 5 minutes apiece before her generator goes out. And then she has to get more gasoline. But before this happens, I don't know if you guys noticed, but that she has a box of blonde hair dye.
Oh, yeah.
So it looks like she's going to dye her hair blonde, which we will see later.
She's also watching on the TV. She's watching Moonraker, James Bond, Moonraker, and which is a fun movie. In Black Widow, they do some of the same scenes as in Moonraker, like the skydiving and
Okay.
Yeah, and then like there's
much.
Well, that and then also too, the bad guy is in like a space shuttle in the sky. So in Moonraker. So I mean, I think they were
okay. So definitely foreshadowing.
Yeah. Or borrowing or not or a nod, a tip of the hat,
parallel.
Maybe. Yeah. She is a super spy. True. Which James Bond is. So maybe they're like, hey, this is the female James Bond, which I could see.
I could see it too.
I could see it.
I could see it. Yeah.
Oh.
But why would they pick fucking Moonraker? Like it wasn't the best one. I mean, but then again, whatever. I digress. Go ahead. Sorry.
Because it's in the script. On the way down the road, she runs into Taskmaster, who is in search of the contents that were in the black box that Natasha had gotten from Mason and the safe house. More like Taskmaster nearly blows her up in the car. They have this epic fight where Taskmaster wields a shield and Natasha is able to jump in the river and escape with the red vials intact that were in the box. She knows that they are from Yelena because a picture of them were stuck in between the vials from when they were kids.
I got a question. When did I don't remember, jog my memory. Did she discover the red vials before she got in the car to go get gas or while she was fighting?
While she was fighting.
Okay.
She realized that, well, wait, Taskmaster's not there for me.
Right. Okay.
It's there for the whatever in this box, and whatever's in this box, I'm not going to let.
I got it. Right. I got to protect.
Got it.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
But then she just finds out that it's from her sister.
Yeah.
Later, when she's out of the river. So now there's a lot of jumping here, like all over the world.
Yeah.
So we're in the Budapest safe house, and I don't know, when she's like walking toward the safe house and around it, and like the in between the houses and stuff like that, it kind of reminded me of where Sam and Bucky were when they were trying to hunt down Carly and Zemo.
Oh yeah.
Like just kind of like the aesthetic look the same, I guess.
The European.
Right.
Yeah.
That was just my observation. I was
the
like,
old world Europe. Wait, weren't they in Budapest? Didn't Hawkeye and Winter Soldier, didn't they go to Budapest at one point? Yeah.
No, Budapest.
Is there a Budapest?
That's where Cap found Bucky when he was hiding.
Wait, is there a country? I am so stupid. Is there a real country named Budapest?
You're asking the wrong people with geography.
I don't do geography.
Right.
Okay. Let me see.
But if you look at it wasn't Budapest like in Civil War when they find Bucky. Is that what you're talking about?
Bucharest.
Whatever. I can't speak. You know that.
Close enough.
Whatever. Close enough. You know I can't speak.
It's in Romania. They were in Bucharest.
Whatever. Same
It's
thing.
close. I like it.
Same
I'm
difference.
going with it.
It's in Europe. It's all good.
It is.
It's the same continent.
We're from Western Europe, so I don't know Central and Eastern Europe. Okay,
I don't know about those other parts.
No,
I'm gonna get you.
you only
map
know
of
about the
Bucharest.
Mediterranean. Okay,
I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later. I don't. We got to get this done, honey. Why he's like, why are you laughing? What about Bucharest?
tell him he'll listen when he listens later.
When you listen, okay. So Alyssa said, just wait till you listen to the episode because it's a good fucking episode. Thank God we can laugh at ourselves.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Seriously.
Oh, for sure.
God. All right.
The pseudo sisters reunite by having their guns drawn at each other, and they fight each other because they don't know if they can trust them.
Mm-hmm.
They finally call a truce before they choke each other out with a curtain drape. It's like they're gonna kill each other before
Just like,
they call a truce.
I mean, haven't you ever fought with your siblings? Like, oh, you two are basically, well, one of you is an only child. The other one's basically like an only child. You do fight like that with your sibling. Let me tell you.
I do remember though when I was little, and my middle brother would do WWE like bros, like he'd throw me on the bed, like
power bomb you.
Yeah, thank you. Whatever.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I watched.
But I'd want him to do that. I'd be like, oh, that's so cool. Like, do it again.
My brother and I used to play. So it was a big treat. My parents got a convertible sofa, so it turned into a bed. And we would have so much fun on that stupid sofa. And we would play this game we'd play two games. One was, these are like the only happy memories I have of my brother, mind you. So like we'd play a thing called Ninja Nuns.
Ninja Nuns.
Okay.
Where we would put blankets over our heads like a nun. And we'd be like, oh, father. Like go and do karate chops at each other. And then
awesome.
And then the other game was called Steamroller. We're talking about it now as an adult. We're such we're so stupid kids. We play Steamroller.
Right, but as a kid, it was like the best thing ever.
So we would just roll over each other. It would be like Steamroller. We'd lay there flat while the other one would just roll over. Like what? It's so stupid, but oh my God.
That's awesome.
Oh my word. Oh my Lord.
Ouch.
Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, siblings do fight like that because those are the only two happy memories I have of my brother. Everything else was downhill from there. Let me tell you.
Right.
Stitches,
anything
broken
that
bones.
wasn't right. See, no, I did all that with my cousins and stuff.
There you go.
We did that sort of thing. But not with my brothers. So Yelena explains that the red vials are a synthetic gas that is a counter agent to chemical subjugation.
I can't help you.
No,
sure.
Good.
Sure.
I read it right.
Did you? Okay.
the gas immunizes the brain's neural pathways from external manipulation, meaning it's an antidote to mind control. She explains that she sent it to Natasha so she could have Stark or Banner create more, but obviously she didn't know about Civil War and them having a falling out.
Right.
Because she's like, well, I call it an Avenger. What do you want me to do?
Right. Yeah.
And then at this point, Natasha finds out that the Red Room is still alive and well, even though she thought she killed Dracoff years ago with Clint.
Yeah.
And that's when we find out what.
See, that was pretty soon. About. That was pretty much, I mean, that was what, like 15 minutes after the opening credits?
Something like that.
It was a little longer than that.
It's a 2-hour movie. Oh my God.
I feel like we were like halfway or like half an hour into this movie.
Whatever.
With all the action and stuff.
Oh.
But anyway.
Okay. Sorry for being misleading.
Well, yeah, because we thought it was going to be in like the first like 5 minutes. No.
Oh, all right. Well, now you know when I say no, when I tell you something's going to happen right away, give it a half hour.
Okay. We know not to expect it.
Now I know.
Yeah.
I do have a tidbit about a poster. Are you done with Budapest? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I go into what happens next.
Okay. So in Budapest at the safe house behind Yelena, it's on the wall in the safe house. There's a poster of the opera Die Vogel by Walter Braunfels. Walter Braunfels. The opera, it follows a group of people who leave society to go be like with birds. Like they just want to go live with birds. Okay. And it's an adaptation of a Greek comedy called The Birds. And it was originally performed in Athens in 414 BC. One of the characters in the opera says the birds should build a city above the clouds, which is where the Red Room is. Yeah. So, yeah. Just a little.
Again, another foreshadowing.
There's a lot. There's a lot of foreshadowing.
They finish fighting and they're talking, and two widows descend on the apartment, and the sisters try to elude them and Taskmaster by chasing along the rooftops, and then by Yelena's motorcycle, and finally by stealing someone's car. One of the widows falls and breaks her leg in the process. Yeah. And then we see Dracoff in the Red Room, and he orders the widow to be terminated, and she's like, I don't want to do this. And then she gets zapped and it kills her.
Is this the part
kills her?
Is this, she kills herself? No, she like kills herself.
I think she knew it was coming because if you look on the screen that he's holding, and it says like, there's like 3 different options, like, to get like medical attention or, fix it or something. And then it says like terminate. He hits terminate.
Oh God, it's terrible.
So I think she knew that he was going to terminate her.
Yeah. Yeah. Is this where Natasha falls out the window and hits every fucking pole on the way down and just stands up?
Yes.
She's a total badass.
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, well, obviously you saw her with bruises earlier.
Right.
But yeah, I was like, seriously, how did you survive that?
I will tell you how. I was on the TikToks. And this
did they say she had some sort of serum in her?
She has the super soldier serum. But MCU has never said it. But in the comics, she has super soldier serum. But if you're not going to address that, then don't make her fall down 13 flights
like Cap
and hit every pole. Right?
Right.
She's like doing, 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 doing.
Like a game of Plinko.
Right. And then she just stands up. Like when she
come on, 5,000. Man,
that's what it was like, though.
10,000, 10,000, 10,000,
oh,
10,000.
10,000.
Trust me, I know. Dad watches it every morning.
I used to love, man, it was the best part of sick days was watching, right? That Oprah. Man, you could watch that in Oprah, and then you could watch People's Court. I would watch People's Court.
Absolutely.
Sure, I had to eat toast and chicken broth, but who cared?
Yeah.
And hot 7-Up. Oh.
Yes.
The day goes
be cold. God forbid.
God forbid.
Yeah.
Y'all know my
exactly.
That I truly think is an Italian thing. Like
it is, and you can't drink it through a straw because you drink it too fast.
Right.
You have to do little tiny sips because if you drink too much, then you might get an upset stomach and throw up again.
Right.
And then you can't eat for another 2 hours.
Oh my God.
Give you a piece of toast and a cup of tea.
I know. Right. Oh God. My grandma used to put pepper in the tea. Ugh. Ooh, yeah.
Nasty.
It's so gross.
So at this point, the sisters escape Taskmaster by hiding in the subway vents. This is the same place where Natasha and Clint had hid years previously. You could see Hangman and tic-tac-toe games on the wall from their time together.
Yeah, one of the tic-tac-toe games, if you notice, at like the bottom right, they were trying to guess butterfly. It's like B space TT space L. I was like, oh.
And it's like, really, nobody got that?
Yeah, the cute.
Right, you were there for 3 days. You were there for 3 days and you didn't guess it?
Right.
2 days.
But then again, we didn't know that, Bucharest was Bucharest. So
whatever.
We don't know.
Whatever. I don't know that.
We don't know that. No, we don't.
I know Western Europe. Okay.
We don't.
And while we're in there, we find out that Natasha had to use Dreykoff's daughter to get to him, and she was collateral damage. But obviously we found out that he wasn't killed.
Yeah.
Even though she blew up a building with him and his daughter in it, he still survived. Mm-hmm. The sisters shop for supplies where Yelena asked Natasha why she always does the superhero pose when she lands and flips her hair back. It's really funny because she's like, how do you do this? And you go, flip, flip. And she calls her a poser. Yeah. You're such a poser.
I swear, Yelena was my favorite character in this entire movie.
I was just going to say that. I was like, I love Florence and I love Yelena. I was like, she is perfect for this role.
She can be an American ass. She could be one of us.
Yes.
Yes. She could be one of us.
Absolutely. Yes. So after they go shopping, they are eating and drinking outside of a restaurant or like in this little small town. And Yelena explains to Nat that she was controlled by chemically altering brain functions and didn't have a choice on what she did. The gas is the only thing that is left that can stop Dreykov and his widow weapons. The girls that he takes as widows who can't handle the training are eliminated, but those who make it become his weapons. And at this point, they devise up a plan to go to the Red Room and kill Dreykov, but they need their pseudo dad, Alexei, to help them find him.
Oh, good.
So they steal a car, and Yelena shows off the vest that she had bought, and she was oh so proud of it because it is the first thing that she ever bought for herself because she liked it, and it has pockets. Because everything's better with pockets. Dresses are better with pockets. Skirts are better with pockets. Vests are better with pockets. Everything's better with pockets.
So in my the last few weeks, my quote retail therapy, I had to buy some new clothes because I didn't have anything for summer that fit me. So I bought a few sundresses. They have pockets.
It's the best.
It is the best. Kids and I go walking the lickety split for an ice cream cone the other day. I didn't need to bring my purse. Nope. Just put a 20 in my pocket. Just put a 20 in my pocket and off we went. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Everything's better with pockets.
Everything is better with pockets. Now, if only Jeans Company can make pockets actually, worth our while and make them deep enough,
Right.
Seriously.
So like my phone's not hanging out of my ass. Yeah, that'd be great.
Right. I don't know why we get half pockets.
We get some of them. My Levi's, they're like, I'm not joking, like 2 inches deep. Only like I can't even.
Crazy. It's crazy. Like I'll wash Dad's jeans, and I'm like my mom
goes down to the thigh,
right? And I'm like down to my elbow, and I'm like, Jesus, how deep is this pocket? I think he's got like 6 of them.
I think manufacturers think that because we tend to carry a purse, that we don't need the pocket space. But the reason why we carry purses,
not carry a purse,
right?
I don't want to carry a purse. I would like to carry it in my pockets if I could, but I can't.
Let's get on that. Anybody who
create bigger pockets,
make bigger pockets. Yes,
make it happen.
Yeah. Hashtag Please. Bigger pockets.
Yes.
Ugh.
Everything is better with pockets.
Everything.
And
she goes, you could put a lot of stuff in here. They really come in handy.
Yeah, you wouldn't even know. And then we realized that the vest that Yelena's wearing is the same vest that Natasha wore in Infinity War.
Yeah.
Because I'm watching, I was like, oh yeah, that is.
I didn't notice it till you text me that after. I was like, oh, you're right.
The vest. So good old Mason hooks them up with a helicopter, even though Natasha asked him for a jet. And he said that Ross is sniffing around, so he needs to watch his back and can't do things that will get him noticed. We're in the Russian prison, and Alexei is arm wrestling all of the inmates, and he's boasting how he fought Captain America once, and he's telling the story while he's actually getting a tattoo of Captain America on his back. And you could see all these. You didn't notice that?
No, I thought he was just arm wrestling.
No, he was getting a tattoo. Yeah,
like on his right shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right.
But then you could see that he also has a ton of other tattoos all over him.
Yeah.
He has Natasha and Yelena on his one shoulder, written in Russian.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then a picture of Melina on the front of his other shoulder.
Good. I was going to say that, but I'm glad you got it.
One of the inmates named Ursa says that Captain America was still frozen during this time because Alexei thought it was like the early 80s that he fought him.
Mm-hmm.
So is this a variant of Cap?
Right?
Right. So like, did he really fight him and it just was a different variant of him?
He could have, because well,
maybe it'll be in What If.
I cannot wait for the show to start. Holy shit. Yeah. Anyway. All right.
Alexei then proceeds to break Ursa's wrist, which was totally disgusting. You could totally just see like his like hand go limp. And he's just like laughing like, I broke his arm or broke his wrist.
Hey, Jamie, do you have anything on Ursa?
Yeah, so in the comic books, Ursa Major is the superhero alter ego of Mikhail, oh God, help me, Yurikovich Ursus, and who that is a member of Russia's version of the Avengers, who supposedly can turn into a bear.
Wow.
Because then
they're really creative there.
After Alexei breaks his wrist, he even calls him a big bear.
Yes.
So
all right, maybe he'll come back later and maybe he'll come back later.
Maybe.
You never know.
All right.
So then Alexei gets called for mail where he receives a toy of the Red Guardian doll, and his head pops off and an earpiece is concealed in it. And we find out that it's connected to Natasha and Yelena. And Natasha tells him how to escape the prison where the other inmates try to escape as well. At this point, Natasha bungees down to the prison and does the superhero landing.
Wait. I think this is a perfect spot to stop for episode 1 because we're an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is a really nice spot to stop. So, what do you got for us, Liz?
Find us wherever you listen to podcasts. We are on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, and Anchor. And we are also on Facebook and Instagram.
And there's one other thing that you could do. You could like us,
love us,
follow us,
rate us,
review us,
and subscribe to us.
And there's one more thing. I love you.
Love you.
I love you.
3,000.
Yay!
That was really good.
At first, I thought you said a dill, and I was like, "What is a dill?"
A pickle. She's dressed like a pickle. I'm dressed like a pickle.
Like,
a pickle.
Okay.
I'm tart. I'm
crunchy.
Gee, and I'm
juicy.
And juicy.
Juicy and crunchy.
And tangy or zesty.
Ooh.
Or Jewish, because I could be kosher. Don't forget that.
I didn't know she didn't come in, or she was done. I didn't know she was done. I didn't know she was done.
Done with what?
Going outside. Could you hear me?
Boomers, am I right?
Did you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I didn't know she was done going outside.
Oh, well, I had muted my microphone. I didn't know. Well, Dad's like, let her in. Well, okay, I have to move to open the door. The door's not right here.
Yeah, whatever you did, you didn't mute, and that's perfectly fine.
Oh well.
This has been America's Assist.